Hi, I'm Melina Anderson, a local journalist and reporter in the San Diego area. It is Comic-Con week here in sunny San Diego, which is super exciting for all you comic fans and film buffs. But today we are here with Jovon Miller from West in Motion. So how will West in Motion Studios benefit artists?
I think it really depends on what kind of artist you are, what's your medium. I think if you are, for an example, a writer, then one, you're gonna have a lot of content to write about. So let's say you're living in Michigan and you want to travel and work on your piece and be inspired as well. So you would decide to stay at the Hostel, or West in Motion Studios as we're calling it. And basically, once you're there, you're going to interact with artists of a lot of different mediums. And therefore, if you want to build a character, or you want to eventually turn it into a movie, or you want to get it published, there might be someone there who has those particular skills to help you take your project to the next level or fill in that missing piece.
Very cool. So you have people working together and collaborating, and people working on their own projects at the same time.
Yes. So it sounds kind of like a bit like a madhouse when you look at it from that point. But I think the way that we're going to run this thing is it'll be us actually working out of the studio. So the members of West in Motion, it'll be our office. So our projects kind of vary. So we'll be working on different projects, and when you're there, you will also be able to work on your project as well. So if you want to sneak in and check out what we're doing and get a peek of what we're doing, that's allowed. Of course, it's meant to do that for inspirational factors and inspirational reasons. There might be something you overhear that helps you with your project, and vice versa.
So how does one stay at West in Motion Studios? How do you get a spot?
So it actually, it's very similar to Airbnb or I guess any other hostel that you would check into. We'd be using an interface similar to theirs, and when I mean interface, I mean when you log in online or you have the app. The app will be very similar to Airbnb or something along those lines, where you check in and you can see who's staying there at the time. So that might influence when you want to come and stay. So it'll show you what artists that we have there, what particular projects we're working on. So it's really catered to bring out your full potential, and you have the option to choose when you want to come.
So what is practical design or practical product?
A practical design or a practical product to us is the kind of how we view and we set our foundations up for our creative process or our work process. So to us, we look at creativity with two different facets. There's the inspirational side and there's the practical side. I think both are very necessary. I think they both kind of influence each other and balance each other out. But with us in particular, we as West in Motion are a collective of creative people that come together to produce things. West in Motion Studios would be a practical product, because what its whole purpose is to make life easier for those who wish to create inventions or create anything that helps someone else do something better, faster. And so what we're trying to do is set people up and facilitate a way for you to create your product faster, easier, more efficient. And so that's what we mean by practical products or services, because we view West in Motion as a practical product and a practical service.
Wonderful. Awesome. Sounds like it complements each other really well.
Yeah,
it's
absolutely.
A nice balance. You've told me a lot about West in Motion. I'm very excited about where you're headed. Where do you see yourself in 10 years with this?
We eventually want to turn West in Motion Studios into West in Motion Academy for visionary thought. And some of the things that we really want to focus on within this is conceptual thought. You know, we want kids to understand this at a younger age, to be able to decipher content and look for double connotations within phrases, within business structures, within any structure, within art. You know, because art itself, it is an underlying connotation. It's a picture, but it's an emotion or a message that's trying to be conveyed. And I think the more that the kids that can understand that, the better the communication and understanding of the rest of the world can be, especially with different religions. And I'm not here to bash religion by any means, but I think if we can understand each other's religions, is to understand each other's concept, is to understand the grandiose as a whole. And so for visionary thought is really what we're trying to push and pursue for our young kids. And I think they'll really swim and adapt to it faster than we ever could. And
give them a head start.
Give them a head start. Yeah, absolutely.
And we'll see us in motion next year.
Yes, absolutely.
2016.
If you guys, if you're an artist or you're looking to do podcasts or anything related to media, please come stay with us. We'll have everything facilitated and equipped, ready to go. So hopefully we can benefit you guys as well.
Perfect. Yay. Thank you
so much.